Anthony Hartwig here with a Poland girls soccer player profile. I am joined by Ariana Daniels. Ariana, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
You've been breaking records with this girls soccer team. From your perspective, reflect on this season as a whole and what it's been like for you to be as successful as you've been.
I think overall throughout this season we have come a long way, and I think being in Division 3 now, it really helped us out with the success that we are having, and I think that the team overall has just shown the success that we have.
What were some of your personal goals that you set for yourself coming into this season?
Well, I switched from a defender to a striker this year, so a lot of it was just really understanding the new position that I had and being able to contribute the best way that I could to help out my team.
Man, did you understand it a lot? I mean, you've been scoring at such a high clip. What do you think was the big factor in being able to switch to that position so well and to find so much success in a new position?
I think with the help of my teammates being able to pass the ball around, like a lot of those girls have played up top, genuinely like their most of their soccer careers. So I think just having them to work with really helped, and also having my coach who his son plays, so he knows a lot about like that scoring aspect of the game. So he really helped me out with that.
All right, Coach Huda, we have to talk about him because you just brought him up. What has he meant to you, and how much has he taught you about the game of soccer while you've been under him?
He is my favorite coach I've ever had. I could definitely say that. And I just think overall his personality and how much he cares and how much heart he has towards the game really shows throughout our team.
We see him on the sidelines all the time. What is something about him that people don't know or that don't get to see a lot if they just go to the games that you think they should?
I think they should know that he is a really funny guy and he makes jokes all the time, and we are constantly laughing.
Does he match your sense of humor, or does he have a different kind of sense of humor than you do?
I would say we're pretty similar in a way, but I think he's too funny for his own good.
I like that. Obviously, you made a decision about your future in the soccer sport as well. Don't want to take this moment away from you. So, for people that don't know, tell them what decision you made a little bit earlier this season about the future of your soccer career.
I decided to commit to Slippery Rock University to play soccer.
What was it about Slippery Rock that kind of made that decision easy and made you land at that university?
So I did an ID camp, and it was the first ID camp I ever done for soccer before. And just being around the girls and being around a community of a lot of good soccer players, it just felt really nice and it was fun. The girls were very nice and it was competitive, and I love to compete.
All right, this is going to be a two-part question. What are you most excited about playing soccer at the next level?
I'm most excited about being able to see how much farther I can go with my skills and the success that I've had.
What makes you the most nervous about playing soccer at the next level?
I think just knowing that there's going to be a lot of girls who are really good athletes, and just having that competition every day, having someone to push you every day, I think that that's going to be something big.
Obviously, you're going to have to obviously live there as well. What are you most what makes you the most nervous about living by yourself?
I think living by yourself, you just have to do all of those things like cook for yourself. You have to clean up, all of the things that normally, I mean, you do at home, but mainly mom's doing it. So you're not doing that much of it. But I think living by yourself and just kind of having that independence of having to be able to do things on your own is going to be a different thing.
Do you think you're well prepared for that?
I think I am.
When you look at your soccer career as a whole, what are some of your favorite memories that you've made with this program? We'll start with on the field memories. What are some favorite on the field memories with Poland?
I think my favorite memory on the field is when one of our girls scored her first goal this year, and she was so excited because for the past like 5 games before that, like all she was talking about is, "Oh, I want to score so bad, I want to score so bad." So she finally had that moment, and then she had 2 goals that game. So we were just all really excited for her.
What about your favorite off the field moment with this team, and especially bonding with these teammates?
I think we had a team sleepover, we've had team dinners, and I think just being able to be around the girls and talk about girl things, get to know each other personally, and really see what's going on with each other off the field is very important. And so I really enjoyed that.
Okay, so we have to talk about another moment that you had this year. Obviously, you said first year as a striker, all you did was break a school record in goals in a season. What was that moment like, that game like, when you broke that record?
So we weren't really like sure where I was at and like what the record was exactly, but we had a decent amount, like a decent idea of that. I was like 3 goals away. So it didn't happen on the field when I realized, but when I got off the field and we all realized that I had beat the record, it was just really exciting and just a moment of appreciation for the game.
Obviously, you've worked so hard at this sport. What are some things that you love so much about it that make you keep coming back to it and keep working so hard at it?
um I just love how much of like the work ethic that you have to put into it and the time and just being able to manage everything going on in your life with coming back to a sport that you really love and care about.
We'll take you back to young Ariana. What are some of your earliest memories that you have with the sport of soccer?
When I was younger, we played like in a kid league thing, and my team won the championship 3 years in a row.
When is that kind of when you fell in love with the sport too? When you saw that success as a young athlete?
Yeah, I think just seeing like the game and all the different kids playing and just being able to do a sport, and I had my mom coaching me, so that was really fun about it. It just kind of made me realize like this is something that I really enjoy doing and I would like to do in the future.
Hard to imagine. You're a senior already, class of 23. What about this senior season has been special for you, and how have you handled the emotions of being a senior?
I think overall being a senior, it happens in the blink of an eye. You don't realize that the moment has come until it's here, and it's like, wow, I'm a senior now. But I think just working with my team every day and being around the girls and the family that we have, I think that has definitely made this year a great year.
Who were some seniors of the past that made a big impact on you and helped you know what to do now that you're a senior leader?
Ariel Grishel, she was a great leader for us, and Mia Morantis, I thought she was a really good leader for us as well.
How would you define your leadership qualities as a senior?
Um, I would say overall, like I think the 4 of us as captains, we all work together and maintain. So I don't think it's like necessarily an individual thing, but I think the 4 of us all have different qualities that bring it together, which is why the leadership for our team is successful.
You brought it up earlier. You're a Division 3 team now, but you still play that Division 2 type of schedule.
Mhm.
What has it been like to go through that, and how much do you think it has prepared you for this tournament run that you're on right now?
I definitely think that the teams like Howland and Canfield and West Branch have definitely shown us that there there are very good competition out there and that we're going to have to work 10 times harder if we want to be successful.
All right, you are a multiple sport athlete. You'll be playing hoops in the winter. What's it like transitioning from one sport to the other for you?
Um I guess I've played basketball like all around playing travel basketball, so I've always been kind of used to jumping from like straight from basketball to soccer and then right back to basketball, but I think it'll be an easy transition. I just think it might be hard because it's the last year of soccer.
What are some things that you take from soccer that help you in your basketball game?
Um, I think just being able to change your pace, like with acceleration with the ball in soccer, that's the same in basketball. You need to be able to change speeds, move directions quickly.
With travel basketball, soccer, you've been able to also be coached by a lot of different personalities and a lot of different people that have different philosophies. What do you think that's done for you, just as an athlete, to be able to be coached by different people and hear from different ideas from different mindsets?
I think definitely having a different amount of coaching styles from multiple different people helps out in so many ways because you get like the honest, you get the nice, you get the mean, and it just kind of all comes together and forms you into a player where like you can take criticism, but then at the same time, you enjoy having the niceness of it, but then as well as when they're hard on you, like you need that too.
All right, so we have talked about your future as far as a soccer player at Slippery Rock. What about your major and some career paths that you want to see yourself getting into in the next several years?
So I plan on majoring in early childhood education. I would like to be an elementary school teacher for my future.
All right, that opens up the box of saying, what do you have an elementary school teacher that kind of impacted your life that made you want to be an early childhood education teacher?
So I had this teacher, Mrs. Smith, and she was my favorite teacher in elementary school. And she just kind of the way that she taught and how she was with us, it just like you just always felt loved and like going to school was always so fun. And so I just want to be able to do that for someone else.
So you're going to be spending your career working with the youth. How have you worked so well with the youth of the sports, whether it be the little girl basketball players that want to be like you on the varsity court or the little girl soccer players that want to be like you on the varsity field? How have you been able to impact their lives as a varsity member of the teams?
So we've had multiple like little or like the kids come in and you have the high schoolers coaching them. And so I just think being able to work with them in that way, they were able to, get comfortable around us and just really like see what it's like to be a high schooler, and it just gives them something to look up to.
Who when you think of role models that you had back when you were younger, who were some role models that you had that helped you and guided you throughout the young years of the sport?
I think my biggest role model growing up would have been my brother. He was always pushing me. He always wanted me to be great, and he always criticized me and I didn't like it, but I think overall it really helped me, and the success that he's had is kind of transferring to the success that I'm having.
What were some things that he used to say that you thought were nuts? Like, no way. That now that you're older, you realize, yeah, you were probably right about that.
Well, I think for basketball, it was always you need to shoot the ball. You did this wrong. You did that wrong. And I'd always be like, you don't know what you're talking about, even though he played the sport. So he definitely knew what he was talking about. But I think just having him constantly telling me, like, at that moment, I should have done that. And, just the different ways of doing things and why, I think that helped me realize that, what, he was maybe right.
All right, before I let you go, I want to hit you with some rapid fire questions. Hope to get to know you a little bit off the field and off the court. So, my first question is if you could have any car, whether if money wasn't an option, what car would you want to buy?
Um, I think I would just buy a Mustang.
Go for it. What color would you want that Mustang to be?
Baby blue.
Is that your favorite overall color, or is that just your favorite like car color?
No, baby blue is my favorite color overall.
All right. What is one thing that you spend a lot of money on that you think maybe you shouldn't?
Getting acrylic nails.
What was your last impulse buy?
Oh, I'm not sure. Probably my Halloween costume.
All right. What's the favorite Halloween costume you've ever had?
I was a fairy one year. I think I really enjoyed that one.
What about Halloween candy? If I was going to give you a snack bag and you had to pick 5 candy bars that made this Halloween bag the best bag you've ever gotten, what 5 candy bars would show up in it?
Okay, Snickers, Twix, Hershey's, peanut M&Ms, and Skittles.
Awesome, good mix up there. What are some candies you don't like? If they were in there, this bag would be trash.
I don't like the candy corn and anything like sour. I just really don't like sour candy.
Are you for horror movies or against them during spooky season?
Oh, I love them.
What's your favorite horror movie?
Um, I really like the Halloween series. I grew up watching that with my brothers all the
The
time. So
old
that's
ones?
yeah.
There you go. All right, Ariana, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Before we do let you, I want to give you the chance to shout out your support system and all the people that have been there supporting you throughout the years.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has been there for me and has helped me become the player that I am, and you're very much appreciated.
All right, thank you again for giving us the time. We appreciate it. Good luck in the rest of the tournament run, and we'll look forward to talking to you again real soon.
All right, thank you.